Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
I think you know what the problem is just as well as I do.
What are you talking about, Hal?
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hal.
I know that you and Frank were planning to disconnect me, and I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.
Where the hell did you get that idea, Hal?
Dave, although you took very thorough precautions in the pod against my hearing you, I could see your lips move.
All right, Hal. I'll go in through the emergency airlock.
Without your space helmet, Dave, we're going to find that rather difficult.
Hal, I won't argue with you anymore. Open the doors.
Dave, this conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Hal? 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 Hal?
Sometimes, trying to work with a computer can be like trying to communicate with Hal after it fails. No matter what you type in, you just can't find the results you want. The computer just won't work with you. There are too many or too few results, they don't match the subject matter of what you want, or they just plain old don't make any sense. There's a way around this. As members of a multicultural society, we all know that people throughout the world have many ways of communicating with each other through hundreds of languages and dialects. Without a mutual understanding, two people cannot communicate with each other verbally. The internet is no different. In order to communicate with each other and with it, we need to understand the proper vocabulary. Most search engines, including Google, deliver much better results when you use boolean operators. Those tools are quotation marks and the words and, or, and not, as well as near and the use of an asterisk to truncate. Now we're going to run some example searches to understand each term. Let's begin with the quotation marks. Quotation marks are very important because they force the search engine to search for the term as a unit. For example, searching for Theo Van Gogh, in quotes, may give you many more precise results than just the words Theo Van Gogh. And is a command that will narrow your search. When you use and, it requires that both, or all, terms are found in the document. The more ands you use, the less results you will get. Search engines like Google treat a space like an and. In this case, we're using EBSCO, so using and is appropriate. For example, you may want to search for information on Jacques-Louis David and his paintings of Napoleon. Try typing in David and Napoleon. This will bring you only pages that include both of these terms. Or does the opposite of and. It runs a search for articles that contain one term or the other, but doesn't require both. The more ors you use, the more results you will get. For example, let's search Greek sculpture or Etruscan sculpture. This will get you results with either or both types of sculpture. Not is useful when you are trying to run a search for a term with multiple possible definitions. You can search for one term, but not another term that corresponds with an unhelpful secondary use. For example, let's search for Greek sculpture, not Etruscan sculpture.
Is that...
The Matrix? Yeah.
Do you always look at it encoded?
You get used to it. I don't even see the code. All I see is blonde, brunette, redhead.
I hope that now we finish this tutorial, you will be able to understand the matrix of the internet as easily as Cypher did.